My name is Shayma Nejarj, and as a recipient of the George's Research Scholarship, I have chosen to focus my research on the implications of the Evian Accords on Algeria. As an Algerian, this is an area of research that I am particularly interested in, and I have taken this opportunity to further study something that I know I wouldn't have the chance to fully learn within my arts and law degree. I have focused my research on what occurred during 2 centuries of French colonialism in Algeria, the various human rights violations that occurred, and how the Accords granted amnesty to France, causing a great injustice to post-colonial Algeria. The Evian Accords were peace treaties signed by France and Algeria on the 18th of March in 1962. This marked the end of the Algerian War for Independence, but Algeria becoming its own country wasn't that simple. A huge reason behind the signing of the Accords was French amnesty and French access to the Saharan oil reserves. Decolonization was big in the 1950s, and France knew they couldn't stay in Algeria much longer, but the Evian Accords allowed them to get a better deal. The Evian Accords provided the French with rights relating to research, exploration, and transportation of Algeria's oil industry. France tested 17 nuclear bombs in the Sahara as well, and in following the signing of the Accords. Until this day, Saharan residents still experience birth defects and higher rates of cancer than the rest of the country. While in Algeria, the French were notorious for their brutal torture. This is something plenty of elderly Algerians today will be able to tell you first-hand stories about. France didn't even acknowledge its use of torture during the Algerian War until 2018, when President Macron recognized the role of torture in the death of French Maurice Audin, who had sided with Algeria during Algerian efforts of decolonization. Further, the Accords also pardoned other French human rights violations in Algeria, like sexual violence. Although the Geneva Conventions list this type of violence as a violation of human rights, French soldiers received amnesty from these acts in signing the Accords, and France considered the Algerian War of independence an internal matter and questioned the very relevance of the Geneva Conventions. The OAS, a far-right French terrorist organization with the goal of preventing Algeria's independence, was also pardoned. The Accords granted amnesty to all involved in military actions in the Algerian War. The Accords provided amnesty in order to encourage people to forget the atrocities in Algeria and to repair the French Republic's reputation as a just society. My research revolved around one central question: were the Accords a neo-colonial Trojan horse? My research finds that they were. France may have in part lost its colony, but decolonization was inevitable. On the other hand, Algeria remains underdeveloped and has never economically recovered from over 2 centuries of colonialism. Colonialism may seem like a dark past of human history that just remains history, but the ramifications continue, and documents like the Evian Accords only did us worse. At the end of the day, the Accords were almost entirely in France's favor, and although they've been breached in part over the years, France has never, and probably will never, face any accountability for its violent and forever damaging past in Algeria. And that's one of the reasons why the opportunity to be able to research and write about this is very important to me.